What is employee right? Employee rights are a group of legal rights and claim human rights having to do with labor relations between workers and their employers, usually obtained under employment law. There have few cases of employee rights in our work. Some examples: maternity-related protections, advances of wages, public holidays, and hours of work. First, let's talk about maternity-related protections. In case 1, Ivy is a pregnant employee and she wants to apply maternity leave from her manager. When she applies maternity leave from her manager does not want to approve it. Actually, in our country, we have pregnant employees' right, so Ivy manager should approve Ivy the 60 consecutive maternity leave that with full pay. Because the maternity leave is a compulsory under Employee Act 1955. Pregnant employees have 4 main legal rights. First, pay time off for antenatal care. Second, maternity leave. Third, maternity pay or maternity allowance. Fourth, protection against unfair treatment, discrimination, or dismissal. Employer can't change a pregnant employee's contract terms and conditions without agreement. If they do, they are in breach of contract. Employer must give pregnant employees time off for antenatal care and pay their normal rate for that time. Employees must tell their employer about the pregnancy at least 15 weeks before the beginning of the week the baby is due. Employees must also tell the employer when they want to start their statutory maternity leave and statutory maternity pay. Second, let's talk about advances of wages. In case 2, Amy always gets her monthly salary late after 7 of every month. So she decided to ask her manager to pay her salary before 7 every month, but her manager still do not pay Amy before 7. In a contract of service shall specify a wage period not exceeding 1 month. If in any contract of service no wage period, it specifies the wage period shall for the purposes of the contract be deemed to be 1 month. Every employer shall pay to each of his employees not later than 7 days after the last day of any wage period. Third, let's talk about public holiday. In case 3, the manager in company U asks the employee to work on the national day, and he do not pay the appropriate payoff. In this situation, employee can sue the company. Every employee shall be entitled to a paid holiday at his ordinary rate of pay on 10 gazetted public holidays in any 1 calendar year. For example, the National Day, the birthday of the Yang Tibetuan Agong. Provided that if any of the said 10 gazetted public holidays fall on a rest day, the working day following immediately thereafter shall be a paid holiday in substitution therefore. Last, let's talk about hours of work. In case 4, the employees of the company ABC always work overtime and they do not get any overtime pay. They have to work more than 8 hours a day and they should get the overtime pay not go below 1.5 times the hourly rate on a normal working day, but their manager do not pay it. Except as hereinafter provided, an employee shall not be required under his contract of service to work: A. More than 8 hours in 1 day. B. In excess of a spread over period of 10 hours in 1 day. C. More than 48 hours in 1 week. Actually, the employees can sue the company under the Employment Act 1955 if they encounter bad treatment.